Okay. All right. Let's see.
I think we on, right?
No, we live. We just
Okay.
give some time
Wait for
for
some
a few
people.
people to
Yeah, for sure.
come on
And
and join.
on top of that, while we're on here, for anybody that jumps on, share this live out with 2 or 3 people that you think could benefit from some land investing information. Share it out. You know what I mean? As y'all come on here, share it out with some people. We got some pertinent information for y'all today, right? And that pertinent information is we just got finished our kickoff call, right? If y'all been paying attention to social media for any amount of time, especially from the Acre Boys, you know we have been promoting our 3-day live intensive training. Well, tonight, y'all, if you missed it, it was our kickoff call tonight, and the room was packed out, right? We had investors from all over the country that want to learn land investing and want to learn it on a high level, right? If you've been watching us, you understand we have 2 primary functions that we use as far as land investing is concerned, right? One, tax deed strategy, which we call entry level investing. The other is going to be our direct to owner philosophy, right? Now, everybody's intentions are different, right? Because some people come in, they want to keep the property, others want to flip property. Some people want to do a hybrid of both, but just to have that room packed out and just listen to the investors and what they actually wanted to do inside this space is something completely different. Because, like, we talk on here all the time, right? To be really honest with y'all, we never knew how this was going to play out once we actually brought it to the marketplace, right? Because traditionally, land is not a sexy space, but now that we have brought it to the marketplace, it is sexy now because so many people are interested in that, right? So many interested in the primary asset, which is the actual dirt. So if you missed the kickoff call, make sure that y'all comment that word dirt, y'all. I'm telling you, that was just a kickoff for a call. Basically, what that was is an appetizer. We're going to get into the 3 days after that, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So you are not late. You are on time. So make sure you comment that word dirt. Get yourself inside the room to get this pertinent information.
So I have to say, I was shockingly surprised. We do have a sizable audience, and I know we had a lot of people register, but I was unprepared for how many people showed up that we would have to open up a higher level on our registration list to let more people in,
Right.
which says to us that moving forward, you want to make sure that you show up on time. Like if it starts at 7, get there 6:30
For sure.
6:40 to make sure you're one of the first ones to get in, because we feel bad when we have to like send out messages and say we will at full capacity. We'll try to make sure tomorrow we have more room, right? We don't want to do that. We want to make sure everyone has the opportunity to hear about this message, to hear about this word, because this is why we do this. This is why we're on social media on a daily basis, to make sure that the masses, the more people that know about this message, the more people that hear about this message, that means that the Acre Boys are doing their job. Because I've been saying on a daily basis, we were thriving as a culture when we were more or most prevalent in land ownership, and we were most prevalent in farming. And those are the 2 industries that we focus on. And when it comes to farming, you have to go through land investing or land ownership first, because you can't farm nothing, right?
Sure.
You have to have some land to farm. So get there early. In fact, if you're on here now, comment the word dirt.
Right.
If you haven't registered. You know, some people, they pull, like, they call those FOMO tactics. This is not a FOMO tactic. When I tell you that it was at full capacity, and when I tell you that we had to apologize to all the people that couldn't get in the room, that's what happened tonight. And I don't want that to happen for you, right? I want to make sure you get in the rooms. You're going to spend 3 whole days. 3 days is going to be a lot of information. We'll be pulling back the curtain, giving you tangible things to do at the end of each day. It will be a master class, something you can leave with, something you could begin with, and everything. It was fun tonight. It was fun teaching tonight. It was fun on a kickoff night. It was fun meeting everybody, seeing where everybody was from. As Jay mentioned, from other countries all throughout the United States. We had Maryland, we had Atlanta, we had Texas, we had New York City, we had Philly. It was people from all over the place that came to the call. So this is the final. The bar's closing.
The last call.
Last call. We kick off tomorrow, 3-day.
For sure.
Challenge.
For
Don't
sure.
miss it is what we're saying, right?
For sure, without question, y'all. And on top of that, y'all, this is a real intensive training. I want y'all to really understand what you're getting when you come inside this. There's actually going to be homework too, right? Homework from the standpoint of we're going to ask you the places that you actually want to invest in. There's going to be things that we're going to show you on the call, and you're going to have to bring that the next day. The major thing we want to convey to everybody is that the steps and procedures that the Acre Boys have went through, we're going to give you a repeatable process that you can do the same exact thing, right? For all my business people out there, you understand SOPs, right? So SOPs are what? Standard operating procedure, right? Which means that the system that's already been put in place, we can automatically push somebody inside of that system and the same thing will work for you. But first, you have to have a repeatable system. And that's what we've been working on. We didn't even know when we first started this that we were going to be teachers. We were off to the side, just doing land investing for ourselves and doing really, really well doing that. And then somebody came to us who we highly respect and said, you are doing, the people a huge disservice by not actually teaching this. Because you got to remember, y'all, if you look around all throughout social media, I don't care where you are, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case may be, how many people that are actually out there showing you how to monetize dirt? The one thing that you step on every day, right? Who's showing you how to monetize dirt? Asset classes have been around for a long time, but this is one that is just starting to get light right now. We spoke previously when we talked about we didn't know how this was going to be received. It's been received really well, clearly, based off of the sizable audience that we have inside of this short period of time. And let's just get on here and talking about dirt, right? Dirt, first and foremost, primary asset to any real estate transaction starts with the dirt. Now, it doesn't matter whether you want to go ahead and invest in smaller lots, which are infill lots, recreational property, industrial land, all of these different kind of things. What we're going to do is we're going to give you the system that is going to show you exactly how to do the thing. And then what you can do from there is you can niche down. You may say, I just want to deal with mobile home land. Another person may say, I just want to deal with outside of the city limits property. And inside of this actual training, we're going to break all of this stuff down for you. So at the end of this, you have a comprehensive understanding of exactly what to do next. That's what all of this is for, right? We're removing all the fluff, all of these different things. And to be honest with y'all, we didn't even come up with this. The people have been asking us for something that goes past a webinar, right? It goes past, being on for 2 hours, whatever the case may be. So me and my team all decided, let's give them 3 days back to back and show them exactly what we're doing, y'all. So comment that word dirt inside of the chat, y'all. DIRT. Comment that word dirt inside the chat. Get yourself in the room. Tonight, y'all, was just a kickoff call. Kickoff call. People were getting introduced, getting comfortable with the people that are going to be inside the room. But as far as the live training, where we get to the nuts and bolts of everything, start tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. It doesn't cost you anything to get in the room. So comment that word dirt inside the chat. Make sure you go to your DM or your private message, because this is the second step. You have to go there to actually register. And what you do, that'll lock you in capacity for tomorrow. And we do have a bigger room, which means we have room for you, y'all.
All right, before we leave, I do want to leave off on a story. My partner talked about SOPs, standard operating procedures, right? I was a coach, a basketball coach, and stay with me as I tie in this message to how it relates to land investing. Now, the importance of a coach, the importance of standard operating procedures is this, right? I had a young team when I first started coaching. I was coaching 11 and 12-year-olds, right? We would take them to different tournaments around the states, the surrounding states. We were in New York. We would drive up to Connecticut or Philadelphia or Delaware, and we would play around like the tri-state area. And my young team, we were winning and we were whooping people, right? We were whooping people. And one of my coaches who coached me, he's like the senior that puts the tournaments together, and he stood out over the balcony and he watched one of our games. Later on that night, all the coaches were in a hotel room like we normally do, and we were just having boy talk. And he said, hey, I got a chance to really look at your team, the team that's winning these championships. And he said, y'all really not that good. Your players are really not that good. I said, I know. It's the system. The system had them winning. They was not that good. But the system and the style of play that we had them playing in, it made them look much better than what they were. So that is the importance of getting a system that is known to produce, a system that has known to win. That's the same system that I played in when I played basketball and I won. We won championships using that same system. The Phil Jackson system. It's not by coincidence that Kobe Bryant duplicated what Michael Jordan did. It's a system. Right, and if it has working for the Acre Boys and it has worked for thousands of other investors that have came before you, it'll work for you. You just have to get yourself in the room, get yourself around the information, and let the system do what it has been doing for the past. Our mentors taught it to us 9 years ago. We only been in existence teaching now 3.5 years. So this has been working for the Acre Boys and others that we've taught now for the past 9 years. If they didn't teach us the system, we wouldn't be on this live tonight having this conversation. It wouldn't be a 3-day challenge. It wouldn't have been a kickoff night.
That's right.
We've learned a system that works and continuously works. Little tweaks here, little tweaks there, but at the root and foundation of it, it's what we learned 9 years ago.
For sure.
All right, so
For
comment that word dirt. Get yourself in the room.
For sure, y'all. And keep in mind, y'all, before we get out of here, this is not new information. This information is old, really, really old, y'all. And it's been the people who have actually executed on the information that has actually pushed themselves in a position to change their life based off of this asset class right here, y'all. And it's actually investing in land, investing in the dirt by taking an undervalued asset and selling it for max value. Now, people join us for a lot of different reasons. Some to flip land, others to just find land cheap so they can keep in their family, or some just do both or whatever the case may be. But this industry services both of those needs, y'all. So get yourself in a room. And on top of that, y'all, I'm not even going to lay down too deep on this. We've been doing it all week, but this is virtual. And virtual means that a lot of people hear us say we've done over 500 land deals and they think we've been all over planes flying to each of these locations. It's absolutely wrong. We have done most of those, 98% of those deals from the comfort of our own home, office, vacation, whatever the case may be, because this is a digital business. And when it's digital, you can operate it anywhere. This means that the tools and resources and everything that we need to evaluate property, close deals, all of these different things happen virtually, which means saves you a lot of money on plane tickets, which means save you a lot of money on doing a lot of different things, because now we can run all of these systems from our computer. You got to remember this: brick and mortar, like we talked about before, that's where physical locations. But if you understand anything about what's moving on inside of this world right now, everything is at a digital standpoint, a digital capacity. You see AI and all these different things, and the tools that we're using in land investing are becoming so much more complex and so much more hands-on as far as the tools, and now they're getting better and better and better and better. You see AI. So we're coming into a place where we're going to even do less work because of the tools that are available. So what we're going to do inside that 3-day challenge is show you exactly the tools that we're using to be successful. We're going to give you the exact thing verbatim, and at the end of it, we'll give you a decision whether or not you want to join the Acre Boys. So comment that word dirt in the chat, y'all. DIRT. Make sure that you register. It goes down tomorrow. The mindset call starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, right? 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Our mindset coach is going to get on there and talk to you about mindset and the things that you need to have inside of your head in order to be successful. A lot of us self-sabotage in a lot of different ways because the mindset is not right. But what we're going to do is start you off right, put you on the right actual course in order for you to go ahead, and then we're going to jump on there and start the call and get into that land investing information, y'all. So comment that word dirt inside the chat, go to your DM or your private message, and you register. We have opened up the room a little bit more, so now you'll be able to get inside of that room and get some pertinent information that we'll share with y'all tomorrow.
And before we get out of here, we always want to be encouraging and inspirational, right? I challenge you to outwork us. I would love for you to outwork us. We have an engine, we have a motor. And what I mean by that is, do you think that we would want to be on here at 9 at night doing a live, pushing to the challenge, encouraging other people? We would love to be relaxing, but we understand the mission and we understand what's at hand, how important this is to get this message out.
Sure.
So I challenge you to outwork us, because I am you, we are you, and you are us. And if we can do and put out this type of output, so can you. This is our third live. In fact, our fourth live. This is our fourth live in one day, and this is our third post in one day. 3 posts, matter of fact, let me be absolutely correct. 3 social media posts for the day, 4 lives for the day, and a kickoff call that we stayed on for an hour. All right? And this is the type of input it takes to get some output. All right? So if you want to be successful, success has a language, right? So I hope that encourages someone to do more, right? And all we're simply saying, simplify it by showing up with somebody that has laid the foundation down, took all the hits, took all the bumps, took all the bruises. We could expedite that learning curve, save you some time, energy, and effort, and get you to where you need to be. So I see you tomorrow evening, 6:30. I can promise you who will be there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
And make sure, y'all, that I know a lot of you are finding out about this industry or whatever the case may be. Make sure you share it with a friend. Give them our page. Have them comment dirt. They can get inside of the room too, because you never know. That might be somebody you want to be a partner with. Some people, want to take this thing down in a singular fashion. Other people, with its 2 heads, especially if the people think a lot, you can form a partnership, y'all. So share this out with other people that you think that can take advantage of this industry that we call hidden in plain sight, y'all.
All right, so we'll leave y'all with our infamous line, our motto.
That's right.
Invest in dirt.
It's the cleanest way to make money. See y'all tomorrow. Make sure that you register, get inside the building. Y'all been asking this for us. Now that it's here, go ahead and take advantage of it, because we do not know when we're doing this again, because it's a lot of work, y'all.
Peace, love, good night.